What's going on, everybody? This is another new episode of Gambling Nights, your favorite late night show. I'm the host, I'm the CEO. They call me Moss Money. And of course, I got my brother, my guy with me, my partner in crime, Mr. Money Pot Podcast had himself. Call him Be Humble. What's up, bro? That's an
What's up,
original,
man?
too.
This is original.
That's an original one of one. I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't even got that, John, with the army there. Look
Yeah,
at
you like
you,
that? You
boy.
like that? You know what I'm saying? That camo
Yeah. I
representing.
remember I remember when you got that, John. And you was like, yeah, you told me where to get it. I remember when you got that, John. That John was kind of hot, bro.
Clean as
Like,
hell. Yeah. And it
it's
gets a lot
still
of attention
clean.
too. Get a lot
Still
of
clean.
attention. People always talk about it.
Always talking about it. I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
Go to the YouTube page. Check us out.
Yeah, man. Then that's a good segue, man. So it's crazy the amount of viewership that we get, the algorithm. You guys are doing your thing, but a lot of you guys are new to the channel. I need you to hit the subscribe button. You come watch and stay a little bit longer. Come see some more of the content. Hit the subscribe button. It's unbelievable, bro. I want to get to 50%. That's what I want to do. I want to get to 50% of people who watch our channel. Right now, there is over 87% of people who watch our videos who don't hit the sub button. Need y'all to hit that sub button. It does wonders for us. It does wonders for the channel. We continue to can give you all the best content that's out here and giving you the best content for gambling. And make sure you stick around because gambling talk is coming real soon. Season's less than a month away. I think football is on tomorrow. Preseason games are on tomorrow. So we got our best bets and our seasonal bets for the start of the season. College is right around the corner. So you need to get with us, stick with us. Want to make it short. Come on and holla at your boys. Jump on the damn money train. All right. So
Hold on. It's something different about your view now. I don't know. What is it, man? Is it the light in the back? Is that what's going on? Is that eagle green that's flying in the background that's back up now? A little dark from our last shows.
yeah. I had to fix up the camera. I did. It's funny. I got a new camera, but I'm not even using it. This ain't even a new camera yet. I'm about to be boy.
I think it's the light in the background now.
I'm about to fly, boy. I'm about to be fly, boy. I'm about to be fly, boy. I'm vivid color right now.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get to the show. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Gambling Nights is a late night gambling talk show where we talk about a lot of the gambling stories that are going around in the world, but also a lot of pop culture, a lot of things hitting sports that we like to talk about as well. So, first thing we're going to talk about right now. Man, with football coming around, these boys be fighting. These boys be fighting. Let's take a look at the video. I'm going to turn down the music on this one. Man, these boys be scrapping. I didn't even see the full thing until this one, but that was a cheap shot. Right? Let's go back. Cheap shot.
Mm-hmm.
Cheap shot. Run back. Cheap shot.
Like, he like then they're undressed though. So I wonder what happened before that.
So before that, it was just a one-on-one.
And he must have got balled up or something because he like fixing his shoulder pads.
Yeah, he was fixing. I mean, he was scrapping. But yo, they were saying Malik a dog. Malik got two pieces in a biscuit, boy. He got watch these three shots from old boy. What? 1, 2, 3. Now he got himself out of there. Out of there. You know what I mean? But man, let's go back one more time. Man, he got 3. He got hit thrust. 1, 2, 3. That right, boy. But what you think, man? Cheap shot, Malik Neighbors running by.
I thought it was corny to me, to tell you the truth. I think
that was corny.
I don't like when guys punch face masks. I think that's stupid also. That's how you get hurt, break a finger, break a hand.
Yep.
Get your emotions caught up in the moment. But I think it was deserving. I think Neighbors is coming by and shoving, like, what are you doing? Like, come on, man. But hey, listen, who's these two teams?
It was Detroit and the Giants.
I feel like it should be a little better from those Lions, from them roaring Lions. They should handle themselves better than the Giants because the Giants is some shit. I don't give a about neighbors. The Giants is some shit. To my dog Dre Francis, them Giants is just some shit.
Yeah. Let's see it one more time. He got pieced up though.
Them
I ain't gonna
Lions.
hold Singletary come ran
Look
it
at
in.
thir-
That's the
look
other
at look
boy.
at
That's
34. 34 ain't want no work.
yeah.
Look at
Look, there
Lions
goes
34.
Singletary right there at the end. 26. You know what I mean?
Look at number 34, bro. Run it back. Linebacker number 34. He ain't want no work.
He ain't want no
He
work.
faded
All right.
back. Come on, number
Let's
30. Look at 34. You see him?
yeah.
Nah, you gotta circle him on
There
the
you
on
go.
the,
There you
on
go.
the
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
Look at this.
There you
Look
go.
at him back
There you
up.
go. All right. Let's see.
Look for 34.
Right there. I see.
You
I
see
stopped.
Hawkinson in there. Hawkinson's in there.
Yeah.
Hawkinson
Yeah.
came right to the mix. Look at 34 right here on the right of the screen. He like, nah, I'm good.
He just
He like,
back up.
nah, I'm back up. I'm good. I don't want none of this
I'm
work.
cool. I don't want no smoke. I don't
Hey,
want no
if
smoke.
I'm watching tape and I see that, you getting called out. You getting called
Yeah.
out at video. Look at him. Look at him walk over late. He's still walking over there. Look at him on the left side. He don't want no work. He in the
Man, want
back.
no. Look at Big Boy come out there. What Big Boy gonna do? You know what I mean?
But
But yeah,
Hawkinson, you seen Big 9-7 running right over there like, hey, hell no.
yeah.
Hawkinson won all that work. That's because he's a leader. That's the difference. 34, not a leader. 97 leader.
Because he's a
That's
leader.
because he's a leader.
He's a
You ain't gonna
leader.
get at my dog. We in here.
Yeah, I feel you. No, I absolutely feel you. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a cheap shot. They've been battling all camp, and you just come by. I don't know what you thought was gonna happen. You just hit a grown man in the face,
Grown man.
and like you said, with the whole helmet, like I mean, he pieced him up, but you hitting the helmet too. You know, what I mean, we gotta be smart. You know what I mean? You're not gonna crack the helmet,
Look in that
dog.
throat. Get in that throat area. Pop, pop. You know what I mean? Get up in that throat area. Lift that face mask up a little bit. Get up underneath there. Get his chin. Get some little bit of chin music.
A little bit of chin music,
Just a little bit, and then
just a
then
little
you can
bit.
move on. But they got
Yeah.
fined crazy though.
What was the
200
fine?
200,000.
Damn. Neighbors did, or the other boy?
The teams got fined 200,000.
Oh, okay, okay.
Still a hefty
Yeah, and
fine.
I think there was I didn't get the video, but there was another fight where Daniel Jones got in there.
Yeah, I did see that. I didn't see
They,
it, but I heard it.
yeah, they said Daniel Jones got in the mix. So
He better get his injured prone ass up out of there before he
they
won't make
said he won the team over for the summer. That was gonna make their season, you know what I mean, stand up.
okay until week 1. But okay.
Yeah.
Salute to the Giants.
Salute to the Giants. I feel that. I
Mhm.
feel that. All
Psych.
right. Staying with football. Big news so far. This man, Mr. Brandon Aiyuk, is signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this is an old video back, I think maybe a week ago or so. Still not signed, but all rumors and all signs are pointing to him that he is signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, there was a lot of talk with this story. There was 2 trades already in place and agreed upon. So it was on his team. It was one with the New England Patriots and the other one with the Cleveland Browns, if I'm not mistaken. I think Washington was in there. They said the Steelers were in there, and then the Steelers kind of got out of the conversation of the talk. But the Niners had agreed with the Patriots, but Brandon Aiyuk and them boys said no. And it's supposedly the story is that they had a contract deal with him for over $30 million. So it would have put him in the top 5. So for a big bad, but he said no. He said he wanted to play with the Steelers. Steelers came back into play. Let me just check, Shefty real quick. But from my understanding, the verbal agreement has been made between the two. It's just getting things to be signed off on. What do you think about this, bro? Like, what is your thoughts on what has he done? How has he changed the division? One, and do you think he made the right choice?
Um, well, I mean, he's been with the 49ers for what, 3 years now, right?
I think his whole career, right?
Yeah, so was that 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah,
I'll say
I think
three.
so.
So you figure they've had their run, they failed multiple times, great teams. Um, I think he was gelling with Mike Purdy. I feel like Purdy was kind of finding him this past year for sure. Kind of
Hmm.
helped him out to being one of the elite wide receivers in the game. Um, but I guess they were just playing with the money. He wants the money, and I think he probably just got fed up that they're not going to pay him the money that he's asking for. So it's like, well, then I'm out. You know what I mean? So
Do you
I
think
wouldn't
he's
want to go.
worth it?
So I think, listen, I don't want to doubt Brandon Aiyuk because I think he has a lot of talent. I think he's just that one tier below elite of the receivers right now. I don't put him in the CD Lamb or the Justin Jefferson category. I feel like he's like below that.
I think so too.
Um, I mean, even if you want to say like Devontae Smith area, I think he has that potential just because Devontae Smith has AJ Brown on the other side. If Devontae Smith was our number one, obviously I will put Devontae Smith way above that. But I feel like he kind of falls into that second tier as a strong number two somewhere. So, but I like him as a Pittsburgh Steeler. I mean, I think a lot of guys would like to play for Mike Tomlin. Um, this won't be nothing new for him. He came from Arizona State. I think at the time was it Herm Edwards that was coaching Arizona State at the time. So
Yeah,
he's familiar with that type of culture, no bullshit type of culture. I'm surprised at Washington. He didn't want to go to Washington to play with Daniels. I thought they had a lot of they're like best friends between Ayuk
yeah.
and
He
Daniels.
remember he brung him to the like his contract interview or something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. There
Didn't
was
he do
something on
something
that.
kind of weird?
So I
That
thought
was
Washington would be in the mix, which I think would be a good place. Although I don't think anybody wants to play in Washington, but if your
right.
homie's there, especially as the quarterback, I can see him going into Washington or Pittsburgh. But I think it's a good place for him as far as landing in Pittsburgh. You got two quarterbacks between Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. I think Russell Wilson gets the nod as the number one. So you're going to be able to get the opportunity to get the ball and do what you want to do. And then you're going to obviously have a good defense behind you. So I think it's opportunity. Pittsburgh is a big football city.
For sure.
Um, you know what I mean? It's very similar probably to it is in San Francisco as far as rowdy, loud, that same camaraderie between the 49ers and the Steelers. So I think it's a perfect fit for him to be a Steeler. I'm just happy they're not in our division at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think it's a great fit. Like you said, I think he fits what they're doing there. So
Mhm.
it makes a lot of sense. And just got to wonder what the numbers are. They have they have a decent team. Wonder what Pickens feels because Pickens feels that he should be getting paid.
Hmm?
Um,
You said
what
what?
Pickens? George Pickens?
Oh, Pickens. For a second I thought you were talking about Pickett, Kenny
Oh
Pickett.
no, Pickens. No, Pickens. Pickens.
Oh shit! I was like Kenny Pickett.
No, two gloves, and we ain't worried about two gloves. Pickett.
I thought don't we got
Um,
Pickett?
we got Pickett. He's a backup
Yeah,
quarterback.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
he's
I
about
thought.
to take over for Hurts. You didn't know? Um, but with um, Pickens there, I mean, they have a legit offense. It's just who's going to command the team, and more likely it will be Russell, is my thought. They already named him the starter anyway, so it'd be interesting what Fields can do, but the more likely be Russell. I think when you said second tier, DJ Moore just got paid. Shout out to Philly. Moore just got paid, and I think he's around that same pay grade because Moore got 4 years of getting that money on the field.
Mhm.
Ayuk really just got the 1 year.
Yeah,
He just had this one past year, really.
yeah.
I think what I mean. So, but should he get paid? I agree he should get paid. I agree most of all these boys should get paid. But top five receiver,
No,
I mean, I know you hold yourself up there, but you're not up there. You know what I mean?
not yet. Anyway.
You're not, yeah, not yet at least. So, we'll see. But like you said, I think this will be a full fledged conclusion that he's signing with the Steelers tomorrow. I'm surprised, man. I thought Cleveland's got a hell of a roster. I'm surprised on Cleveland not pulling the bag. I think the word on the street was that they had to give up Cooper. Like Cooper was part of the trade,
Mm.
and maybe that's why
Which
Cleveland
makes sense.
got
I'm
the
sure Niners
fell
would
back.
like something back, right? Niners would like
Yeah,
something back. I mean, I think Niners got some good faith in the guy they picked, they drafted. I can't think of his name right now off the top of my head. Um, so I think they're okay with kind of you going, not have to pay, and kind of going young, saving that money. Um, but I don't know. Should be interesting.
what do you think about the Niners now? Is that window closed? Like, was that's a big hit for them to lose him because Debo get hurt all the time.
Yeah, Debo's always hurt, but I think they got the young. I can't think of his name. Who they drafted?
You
Is
talking
it?
about the white boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Purcell.
For Saul, something like that. So I think they're
Yeah.
really thinking he's going to be one of those guys, a sure hands guy. I think he's out of Florida, right?
I don't. I forget. Was it? Is it Florida? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he's a sure hands guy. So I think they're hoping they can kind of pick up one of those. What's the Rams picked up last year in the late rounds that became did really well for the Rams. Oh, wow, his names are
You talking
misspelled.
about Puka?
Puka, yeah. So I think they feel like he's very similar in that realm. Sure hands, can kind of get across the middle, deep post, stuff like that. So I think they have confidence in that. I don't know what they do. I don't know the one of the 49ers. They've been up there so long, just haven't got over that clip. I guess they got to go down somewhere, but they got a young quarterback in Brock Purdy. They're putting their faith in Brock Purdy. Obviously, George Kittle is still there. You still got Debo. I think Trent Williams was holding out for a minute. I don't know if he's back unless they settled that. I can't remember. I haven't really looked into it. The big question would be, you know, the linebackers, are they going to be all back? I know it was a big injury last year to one of their big stars on defense. So we'll see, man. It's going to be a interesting season.
You must be a Patriots fan.
Sources.
Where you get your sources? Where you get your sources? Sources is that everybody is pointing the finger at. He didn't sign with Cleveland.
Mhm.
He didn't sign with New England. He said no, and then Pittsburgh comes in at the back end, and supposedly there's a verbal deal. I think that was on the Pat McAfee show with Mike Lombardi. There's a verbal deal in place. Now, could it not happen and things could switch up? Absolutely. Could the Niners all of a sudden grow a brain and re-sign him?
Mhm.
Absolutely. I'm just going off what I think is going to happen. Could it be wrong? Yeah, I could be wrong. But then if I'm right, then I'm right. So it's not
Yeah.
a big thing. You know what I mean? Trying to fuck up an algorithm right now, bro. Fuck with us. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah. I
all
mean, I
good.
think it's either those four places at the end of the day.
Well, it's not the two. He didn't. He's not
Yeah,
signing with
he declined.
Washington.
Yeah, declined the
He
Patriots.
already said no to New England. Cleveland was all been there, but they're going to move on. He's not doing anything. So it's either the Niners or the Steelers. This is a process of elimination. I don't need somebody to tell me that. You know what I mean? I can think of that one myself.
Right.
I mean, from what I know. So, um, your sources are Money Pot Betting is your source. That's your source. And Mr.
and
Lee.
and by the way, make sure you subscribe.
Oh, this is we blowing up on Twitter. We got over 500 people on Twitter.
Hey.
You know what I mean? We blowing up on Twitter right now. It's because Brandon Aiyuk signing with the Steelers. So everybody like, where you get that shit? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's what it is. We got the
That's what
inside
it is.
source.
I'm
Yeah, source.
fucking up algorithm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fucking up
Mike
algorithm.
Mike Tomlin told me. He told me
Yeah.
he
Fucking
gave
up an
me
algorithm. You know what I mean?
the
That's
inside
all I'm
scoop.
doing. Oh, that's all I'm doing. He said, "Nah, I'm an Eagles fan." Oh, well, welcome to the show. We nothing but Eagles fans, baby.
Mhm.
Now I'm an Eagles fan. Watch how we be a sneaky team and grab them, but it won't happen.
What?
Where?
Why would we grab
And
Brandon?
how we gonna pay him? He
No,
want to get paid like AJ. We
hell
don't
no.
got no money to pay him.
We ain't got no space.
Nowhere. Where is he gonna go? Who's gonna play the slot? You gonna put Slim Reap at the slot? I don't know. I don't mind him at the slot, but I don't know if he can do the slot full 17 games. I
Howie
don't know.
is not picking up
Yeah, this ain't an all
Brandon
Madden
Aiyuk.
team.
Fortunately, we don't need receivers. We have enough receivers,
Yeah, we got enough uh,
playmakers for sure.
playmakers for sure everywhere. Playmakers for sure everywhere. So, but if you're an Eagles fan, man, get on YouTube, man. Holla at your boys. We'll be here every Wednesday night, and we have a Monday show talking real, getting down in the dirt with football. This show, and then we have our gambling show when we give you best bets all for free. So, real quick, any news on Ross? Yeah, I saw John Ross got hurt. I haven't heard anything, but I mean, we're hearing that all across all kind of camps, right? It's football camp. People get hurt. People get injured. They're all of a sudden telling Howie to go get Justin Simmons because we're banged up at safety. Like, people need to chill. It's football. These guys are going to get hurt. This camp is probably a little bit tougher than what they're used to. It happens. So I know where Bradbury is going to be there. People don't like Bradbury, but I told you, Bradbury is going to be there. All right, since we got an Eagles fan watching, let's talk about the Birds and let's talk about what the hell is going on in Philadelphia. So, we love quarterback controversy and conversation. The mainstream media will not leave the Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts story alone. And these issues won't go away, especially if they lose, right? So, what is this whole thing looking like right now? So, right now, they are grilling Jalen Hurts about his relationship with Nick Sirianni and what happened last year. Now, Jalen's coming back and saying, where are these stories coming from? How do you get this information? Why are we even talking about this? Because it was last year. It's a brand new year, a brand new team, a new coaching staff, which really nobody's really talked about. We have a new OC, a new DC, which is very hard to implement new things and be a Super Bowl team. People need to understand that, my fellow Eagles fans. But the mainstream media will not leave Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts' relationship alone. Let me ask you, bro, and people out there watching. I wonder if this has ever happened. Has there ever been a successful team where there was a rift between the head coach and the starting quarterback?
Mm. Super Bowl winning team, huh?
Yeah, Super Bowl aspiration winning team. Can you think off the top and people help us out? Because I had a hard time trying to figure this out. Like, where there was a rift, because we don't gotta like each other to do business.
Yeah, I'll
You know what
tell
I
you,
mean?
but back in the day, man, a lot of things that was on in the locker room stayed in the locker room. This is a
Oh
new
yeah,
era. This is a new
yeah,
era of everybody in the locker room, everybody talking,
for
tweeting,
sure.
and texting
But
and
not, but
everything.
nowadays, like, I think he had to answer a question about a private conversation he had with Winky, the ODC of the Giants, I believe, and I think he was on the Ravens at one point, but he had a side conversation call. A reporter asked him, like, well, what you talk about? So, none of your goddamn business. Like, what I
Right,
gotta tell you when I'm talking to a peer of mine or somebody I might respect, or this guy might have said something to me in my college days or told me something and I got a chance to speak to him. Like, what are we talking about?
right. I mean, I like the approach that Hertz is taking. I think he's taking the right approach. This year. The past is the past. We're moving forward. Our goal is everything in front of us. So I think that what he's doing and his approach is great. The media is going to do what the media is going to do. They like to stir up stories and controversies. Obviously, this is a downtime. Good thing the Olympics is on. It'll probably be even worse, right? So you look at First Take, you look at all these daytime or midday powerhouse stations, and they're really not talking about much at all. So I can see why this is a story. For me personally, I'm not a Sirianni guy, so I can't wait till he's out the door.
Why?
I don't think he moves a needle for anybody. I think the team has done it. I think that showed last year.
He
That's just
took
my
this
opinion.
team to the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
I think the talent, I think the offensive coordinator, which is Steichen, took this
Yeah.
team and led this team to being what they were. I think he held
Okay.
them responsible and together. That's why we were able to prevail moving forward to that Super Bowl. I think when we saw Nick Sirianni lose that leadership in the locker room, like Steichen, we saw it crumble. We saw it from day one. We saw Hurts upset on the sideline, AJ Brown upset. We didn't see all that stuff. You talking about a person that just got paid. You talking about two people that are really good friends. Although we understand that, hey, you're gonna get after it on, you're gonna get after it on the sidelines and disagree, but you start seeing it more. You start seeing the long faces, the like I'm not here type thing. Like this is some bullshit type character visuals that I was seeing on the sideline for the Philadelphia. I'm about to say 76ers, Philadelphia Eagles,
Yeah.
and I didn't think they were going to fall off a cliff like they did, but I'm
Hmm.
not surprised because the writing was on the wall. I think that comes from leadership. Sirianni's worried about everything. Well, it looks like, and optics are everything, especially for fans. It looks
Yeah.
like he's worried about everything else but his team. Whether he's yelling at the fans in the sideline, whether he's yelling at the ref and being immature. I said it to you earlier before the show. It looked like once Dom left, felt like Sirianni was off. Nobody can control Sirianni. So for me, that's not what I want my leader to be. Um,
You spoke about leadership, and I think also throughout this conversation, whether it be Pat McAfee, Stephen A, I think even Deshaun Jackson, LaShawn McCoy, um, Acho. I'm trying to think who else off the top of my head. Mike Lombardi, that's local here. Well, he's not local, but he actually no, he is local. Um, about Hertz's leadership and his ability to lead this team and be a leader for this team. And I think I'm thinking because of everything that's going on, this is a big year for him and Sirianni. Obviously, he's not going anywhere. They signed him, but it's almost like the Donovan thing. Like you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. I think for him at this point, for me at this point, from what I'm seeing at this point, because now he's got to defend everything he does, everything. Now, does that just come with it because you're in Philadelphia and this is that market in Philadelphia, or or is or is the pressure warranted for him to deliver and be what we expect him to be from what we saw, 2 years ago?
well, yeah, the pressure. You led us to the Super Bowl. Although we came up short, you had almost a world class showing in the Super Bowl. Um, Although that fumble was critical in the game, at the end of the day, you still had record breaking. Seemed like a phenomenal, um, statistically anyway in the Super Bowl. It was like 2 touchdowns, 300 something yards passing,
Oh
X, Y,
yeah,
Z.
he
So
was
you
he
got
was
us.
he was
He
he
was
was special.
balling.
Super, yeah, he was
Right.
ball.
So you got us there, and then the following year, we're hoping that we can follow that back up. And I mean, the letdown was so big.
Crazy.
At one point, we were at 11-1.
Yeah,
That right?
yeah.
To completely fall off that cliff is just so. Now the question marks are saying, "Hey, is he the right person?" He didn't look right last year. More turnovers last year, but I think the people got to realize that he's not calling the plays. Now, is he
Oh,
orchestrating
he
the plays?
no, no, no. He
Well, that's
did.
what they say. That's what they say,
Yeah,
right?
he did some other shit though too. Out some schoolyard shit when he would just supposedly the story is that he wanted to have more control of the offense, and Sirianni was like, "Why? Because what we're doing is working." Meaning in their winning record, he was 10-1. They were 8-0 or 9-0, and they were
That's right.
winning.
Because he came out. He came on a press conference after that
Yeah,
Seattle
he
game.
but he wanted more. He wanted to have more control because from what my understanding, him and Brian Johnson started to see that okay, they're starting to figure this offense out, and sooner or later the cat's going to be out the bag, and they're going to blitz, and we ain't going to have an answer for it, and this Jones going to crumble. And Nick's like, I'm 10-0 right now. I'm 9-0. My Jones is, I'm good. You
That
know what I
how
mean?
is that the leader you want? A leader that lives in a moment and not thinking that's a bad leader. Oh, I'm on top now. Why would I change? You should
Yeah.
always be thinking about the next 3 games, not just where I'm at right now. That's not a good leader. Not in a game of football. I don't do that in
Mm.
chess. It's a game. It's a game of chess, right? Like you got to think 3 to 4 to 5 moves ahead because where you are sitting right now, people are preparing for what they're seeing. So that's just a bad. If that's what was going on, if that's what Sirianni was saying, that's just a terrible, terrible take when you're talking about a person that's thinking different than you, and that's your quarterback. That almost is like now I'm looking at my coach like, man, my coach is an idiot. I was coached by a great Nick Saban. Never got too high. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We never like you got to think about his history. Nick
for
Saban.
sure.
Then you had what I think was a Lincoln Riley at one. Was that Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Obviously, offensively, he's always kind of like been that.
No,
That
no, was it Stoops or Stubbs or whatever his name
was
is?
it
Bob
Stoops?
Stoops?
I can't
I
remember who was
forget
at
who it was.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, I
But you're
forget who
talking
it was.
about coming from great coaching, and then now I got Nick Sirianni. It's a big difference. It's a big difference, right? I know college and NFL is different, but coaching, that maturity, that leadership is a different. And I can see why now, as I'm thinking about it out loud and speaking to it, I can probably see why Hurts is kind of like, bro, Sirianni is not this guy. He's not going to lead us. He's just not. We got to
Mm.
take it. We got to take it to the ring. Take it to the reins. But now he got paid. He realizes it's a business. Hopefully, he just turns the page, next chapter, and he just handles this with this new regimen.
So we got 600 people almost watching the stream. So we need to hit that like, hit that retweet, hit that subscribe, hit that follow, whatever you want to do. This is what we're talking about. Every time we get to talking, we get a lot of people watching, but we need y'all to stick around. That's a good time. If you got yourself a drink, grab yourself a drink. If you got your lady, come on, bring her on in. Let's talk some sports. You know what I mean? Let's talk some gambling stories. Make sure you guys chime in, hit the comments. Shout out to the homie Anthony Lee. Shout out. I'm assuming this is the same Lee. Um, Shout out to you for subscribing. Appreciate you.
Appreciate
Come
that.
on, show some support. Um, cost you nothing, as I say. Cost you nothing. All right. But I just want to leave y'all with this. I didn't even did too far.
What the fuck I'm doing?
I know what the fuck I'm doing. That's what Nick got to say to y'all. I know what the hell I'm doing.
Please, Lord, please.
Shout out to Big Dom, man. Big Dom's amazing.
Big Dom. I need Coach Dom because
yeah, man. We need Big Dom, man. Big
yeah,
Dom,
man. Please.
All right,
Big
let's stay with kind of stay with football, but kind of switch as we talking with the Olympics. Let me know what you think about this video right here, bro. That's my quarterback.
That is my quarterback.
That's my quarterback. With the Michael Jordan hoop.
Turn.
That's gonna be crazy. Now, let me ask you. You putting a flag football team together. Are you putting Jalen Hurts as your quarterback as your flag football team? Hell no. You going Lamar all day. There's no way you not put Lamar Jackson as your quarterback for flag football.
If we're talking NFL players, I don't think NFL players are going to be playing flag football.
What?
That's the first
You don't
thing.
think NFL players not going to want to play?
No, I don't think they're going to have NFL players play flag football. I don't think so. I think there's going to be some youth under like 20, like kind of like how they do soccer, under blah blah blah. Be like kind of like that situation. I think. I have no idea. That'd be crazy if they allow NFL players to play flag football. I mean, who's going to who going?
They gonna want to play.
Who gonna play? Who they gonna play? You got the greatest football players.
Like the dream team.
This ain't basketball. This not where the game is global. We got a bunch of people that play football or flag football outside of this country. Like, I mean, unless we're gonna be all playing against each other, maybe multiple teams against the USA playing USA. But come on, man, you marry Lamar Jackson, Tyreek Hill, AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb.
That's all you need.
It's a cheat code.
So let me ask you this. You just kind of did it. I don't know what like the standard is for flag football. Is it the quarterback, a center, and like 3 or 4 receivers.
Yeah, similar to. I mean, from my understanding, yes.
So say it's 4 receivers, right? Can your center go out and catch a
No,
pass?
he has to stay. Center stays.
Yes, it's day.
Mhm,
So if you're looking at that and you have 6 guys,
mhm.
you already said two. You're going Lamar, Tyreek. Who's your other
Yeah, and I'm
four?
not sure what the situation is with the quarterback running. I think there's a rule to that.
Yeah, there's a rule
Um,
to that. Yeah.
so who's my four?
Who's your receivers?
Oh shit. Well, Tyreek is number one. We're
Yeah,
gonna
so
hit you. We're gonna
Tyreek.
hit you with speed. It's gonna be all speed. So it
And
don't. I mean,
people
just give
watching,
me.
tell me who
This is
put
all
give me the
speed.
flag football team for the
Give me
Olympics.
C.D. Lamb. Give me Justin Jefferson.
Oh,
Give me um, Tyreek Hill.
all right.
And I need one more, right?
No, that's three. You got Tyreek, Lamb, Jefferson. You need one more receiver and a center. My,
Give me Jason Kelsey off of retirement just to snap the rock.
just to snap the rock.
I'm
I,
sure he
I
could
I
do
I
it.
think I might go with the other Kelsey. I think I might go
Travis?
Trav.
Well, Travis, you can't catch. You can't go out in the
No,
what's it
you
called?
can't. Oh, call the. Well, I think the center can go out and catch if they blitz.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, then go Travis. Yeah, you go
Yeah,
Travis.
I go Trav. All right, so you gotta give me one more receiver.
One more receiver.
Now we talking flag football, no pads, just footwork, baby. Just foot. That's really what it come down to is just really footwork and body control.
Yeah, but you
I feel like you need somebody tall.
give me Amon St. Brown. I don't need nobody tall.
You don't need nobody tall.
Just need somebody who can hit the middle and catch all passes. That's Amon St. Brown.
You
Give
just
me
need
two.
somebody who
Give
can
me
work
two
the space.
burners on the outside. That's C.D. Lamb, and that's going to be Tyreek Hill. And then you got the best receiver in the game, young. Obviously, Justin Jefferson is going to be able to kind of do what he wanted to do.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. I don't think NFL stars are going to play. I don't know if they're going to allow it. I think it'll be more like U 23 and under type shit. I think it'll be more of a aim to the younger generation for flag football. I don't think they're going to allow pros to play.
yeah, that'd have been dope
Debo
though.
Samuels, no, nobody knew Debo Samuels.
That would
Not
have
with
been
the name, not with the names I done said.
damn. That would have been. You know what I mean? That make doing flag football kind of fun though.
But my question is this: why is Jalen Hurts on that commercial? Is he just, I guess, the ambassador for flag football? Is that what we're
Yeah, I
going?
think so. I think he's like the ambassador or something like that.
Mm,
I'll tell you, yo, his business team. I think if I remember correctly, all women. Man, they put him in the
salute,
right spots.
salute to the women out here that's doing making
Yeah,
big moves, doing big things.
they put him in the right spot. If he, I believe, don't quote me on that. I believe he's the ambassador for flag football. And flag football is big. They got all kinds of leagues everywhere. Um, I think my cousin plays out in Texas on a flag football team. You know what I
Okay,
mean? So,
so I think it's going to kind of probably run more of that to those people that's already playing flag football. They've already
well, let
been
me
doing
ask you
it,
this: they fighting for baseball, right,
but
to be in the Olympics. So how is that any different?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't
Right,
know.
basketball players play in the Olympics.
That is true. That is true.
You know what I mean? I'm
It's
telling
also
you.
a different game. It kind of remind me of like the three versus three, right? Like who was those guys? Who were they?
Yeah, I
Besides
don't know.
besides Jimmer Fredette that we knew, it was six other guys on that team that we did not know. Like you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like that. I know the women's had the one girl from LSU, Van something. I can't think of her last name. I know she was on the three versus three women's team. They did have
Mm,
one of a WNBA girl that was on, young lady that was on there. But some of these players I didn't know on the three versus three men's, like who the hell were they besides Jimmer Fredette? So I think it'll be similar to that. Probably these guys that are really playing flag football that we don't see, probably be team guys that make the team and represents versus NFL players. Plus, it's camp. It's around camp time, so there's no way these guys are gonna be missing camp. No way you can have Lamar Jackson missing summer camp.
I mean, if you're going to fight for his country,
Nah, fuck that. You better bring your ass to practice and
if you're
fight for
going
these Ravens.
fight for his country.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Philly's storming back a little bit.
Yeah. What score?
4-3, man on second, one out.
Okay. Somebody hit a homer. Somebody went deep.
No base hits, and Schwarber hit a 2 RBI double to bring in the 2 runs, and then we got Turner bat now 2-1 deep, but is under 5 fly ball. Here we go.
Wow.
2 outs, man on second. Harper up to Harper.
Yeah, he's been ass lately.
Philly's been ass lately.
That's true. That's
Got to get
true.
it together.
All right, let's talk about the 2024 Olympics updates so far. I know you are big on the Olympics and watching the Olympics. Um, let me know what you got, man. What's some updates that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I
I know
just
it's
wanted to
kind
really
of track
ask.
and field stuff.
I just like how the competition has been, especially in the track and field. I think it's been really exciting. But I thought all throughout the Olympics, swimming, um, everything else. I mean, volleyball. I mean, it's been crazy. There's been some crazy matches, crazy games. I even was watching ping pong the other day. It was like intense.
Yo,
The
ping
stance
pong is
going
crazy. You see how
crazy.
they serve?
It
They
is
put
be
the ball right there. You see
yes,
the
man.
ball bounce. It just like it's crazy how they serve, yo.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to shout out to like obviously I think they've been having some issues over there as far as logistic wise for the Paris Olympics. There's been a lot of outside stuff that's been happening. Examples like Shakari Richardson and Frazier from Jamaica not able to get into that gate that they were supposed to and almost missing warm ups and stuff like that. So I think there's been some logistic issues. But as far as when they're on the field playing, I've been really impressed, especially the track and field. Like it's been some crazy races. The young guy I think that was running the was it the 1500 that, for USA that came back and took gold, like not expecting it. You got Noah Lyles becoming the fastest man running 100. Man, salute to Noah Lyles. He got
That
the
was
200 coming up.
that was crazy. Let me I got the
Photo
photo.
finish. I
I
mean,
got the photo
amazing, bro.
finish for y'all. Let me bring it up
Man,
here. The photo finish.
look at that. Look
Uh,
at that. And mind you,
Unbelievable.
he hasn't. This is first year as far as not first year, but first within the 4 years of him running the 100. So, um, he
Bull in
said
the
he's going to
back
be
looked
the
like he
best.
got shot in the hammy. See the bull
But
in the back
but
is
look at
yellow.
that. This is everybody. This is everybody that was racing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's that's how tight that race was. No, everybody was sub 10. So that's really crazy how crazy this race was. So I'm just saying I think the competition throughout USA's definitely been doing a thing. I think they lead in total medals right now. They're leading in gold medals with 27, with some future gold medals on the horizon. Obviously, with the USA basketball teams, they both should be going gold. Noah Lyles should probably get gold in the 200. I'm assuming.
The young guy didn't run yet. The 16-year-old did he?
I
He
don't
didn't
know.
run.
I don't think he is. I think he came as a reserve.
Oh, they're not letting him race.
Well, not saying letting. I don't think he didn't win in the trial. So he came in like at that bottom area where you could come in as a reserve.
Ah, okay,
So I think he's over there as a reserve. But I mean, he's the future
for
at the
sure.
end of the day. The next and in 4 years,
Was it Quincy? I think his name is
Quincy.
Quincy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another story out of the Olympics, questioning who is the greatest Olympian ever. This guy, his name is uh, Majin Lopez,
Mhm.
and he has won 5 gold medals in a row in super heavyweight wrestling, which is unfathomed and unheard of for him to win that much gold. So that
44 years
means
old too. 44 this year.
40 something years old, he's been dominant in the world for over 20 years or just about 20 years
Yep.
in wrestling, which is insane.
Yep.
So let me ask you, we have our GOAT, obviously, but is this more impressive? Because this is just one and this is not it's not multiple events. It's one single dominant event
Mhm.
and beating the best in the world in wrestling every year, year out for 20 years. He just retired. He just hung them up. He left his shoes. He walked away with gold. But is this the greatest dominant run we've ever seen as an Olympian?
I don't know, man. I don't watch too much of the wrestling part because I don't really like the Greco wrestling. It's a little difference in the rules. But I mean, I got to get credit, man. 20 years being at the top and winning gold, even to being 44, and all these young cats being strong and understanding the game. It's interesting. It's an interesting take. I, I don't know if he's the best Olympian. I would go with Michael Phelps there because I think he just decorated,
Yeah.
for many years also, not just one exercise throughout other exercises within the pool. Obviously, Caitlin Ledecky is coming up right behind her as far as one of the best women Olympians.
Hmm.
Then you have, you know, um, our queen on the gymnast
Simone Biles.
and Simone for sure, obviously. But I mean, you got to put him up there, right? I guess you have to put him
Yeah,
up
yeah, no, he's up there. I mean, when they look at there was a graphic. I didn't grab it, but it was a graphic of the greatest Olympians up there, and he was right there with Phelps. They had him right
there.
there with Phelps.
Yeah,
And you kind of have to.
respect,
That's a crazy amount of years of dominance. Like that's
respect.
yeah, it's like Mike. You know what I mean? Like it's just and it's not even close. You know what I mean? Like nobody's ever been able to touch him. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
uh, no, that's pretty. I thought that was kind of a good story coming out. And then I think you said Gobert got benched for the French in the Olympics. I didn't know or hear about that. So, talk to us about Rudy getting benched again.
I know. How about that, Rudy Gobert? So the coach says it was a matchup reasoning, right? They said it was a
Right.
matchup thing, so he was benched. I think he only had 3 minutes in the game. This is when France beat Canada, which was a very big surprise there. Canada and Jamal Murray didn't show up. Obviously, you had Shea Gillis Alexander that does what he does, but it kind of I think a little exposed Jamal a little bit, Jamal Murray, and his need for a Luka Doncic on a team to work on his pick and rolls and be able to kind of score off the pick and rolls and certain things like that and spread the floor. But when he was with Canada, he was doing nothing. A big disappointment for Canada. But anyway, so they said it was a matchup thing. The coaches said it was a matchup thing, and Rudy Gobert said it was an injury to the finger thing. So I don't know if he's trying to cover what he thinks has happened, but the coaches said what the coaches said. So I'm gonna go with the coaches. The coaches said they benched him because of a matchup. That tells me that they said we're going to go with the young fella and Victor Wembanyama and not go with you, Rudy. And even Victor didn't have a great showing. But hey, they move forward. We'll see what happens in the next game for them for the French.
Yeah, I didn't even see that story. I mean, it's there. I think last I heard about basketball, Kerr had an interview and kind of talked about how they kind of found their groove, right? Like Team USA has kind of found their groove, and
Mhm.
um, every time I see them, I keep forgetting how tall Kevin Durant is. Like he's taller than Davis,
Yeah,
or just as tall.
pretty much 7 foot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me. That how tall he is, and that's a good ass team, man. That
Who
is
I
a
think is now isn't he the leading Olympian scorer of all
yes,
time now, right?
yes. Kevin Durant is now the leading scoring Olympian and on time in Team USA basketball history.
Salute to Kevin Durant and
Yeah, right. Adding on to the legacy for sure, for
yeah,
sure. All right. Speaking of basketball, nice little transition here.
we rolling. We rolling.
We rolling, baby. Sir
Chuck.
Charles.
Yeah, Chuck.
Charles, look at Chuck and that seersucker suit right there.
He got a
Charles is
fresh body though.
yeah. Charles is staying with TNT team. There was a lot of kind of turmoil with back end information about billions of dollars of deals, but Charles Barkley had came out and said that this was going to be his last year and he was going to retire, and pretty much saying that he wasn't going to do or go to any other team unless it was the TNT team. Let me ask you a question here. Let me ask the people out there watching. I always got to keep you guys involved in the conversation here. With Charles Barkley, is Charles Barkley the greatest sports
Mm,
personality ever?
damn. Sports personality ever.
Sports
Charles Barkley,
personality ever.
the Best sports personality ever. Wow.
I'm gonna have to go yes.
Damn, you caught me off guard. You should have sent me this so I can kind of do a little research. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but
I'm gonna
I
say
mean
yes.
John Madden was is you know
Madden's
what I
a
mean?
really good one. I
John
forgot
Madden.
about John. John is a really, 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 really good one.
You know, there's a lot of history with John Madden. I mean, shit, we to this
Day,
day,
John,
to this day,
John,
you play,
John.
you playing John Madden.
Yeah,
You know,
a lot of relationships, a lot of classes, a lot of late practices have been
a
because
lot of a lot
of
of
John
firings
John.
of jobs, people
Yes,
not making it to work,
because of John.
failing out of school. Yes.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I mean, listen, I'm a Chuck guy, but I didn't have a chance. You didn't, I didn't have a chance to really think about it. But John Madden comes number one when it comes down to athletic people that played the game. Obviously, John played, coached, and was an
But now
analyst.
I'm just talking like outside of the accolades of the individual from a sports perspective. I'm talking about what the brand brings to what we do right now in this microphone and how he sees the game, his takes, how he is engaging, how he's funny, how he knows when to be serious, like just the whole package. Even though I really
He's it.
like John, John was always kind of lighthearted.
Mhm,
Never really took a tough take or said a tough take and
mhm.
really challenged people. Barkley's completely different, unfiltered. He doesn't hold his tongue for anybody. Never has, never will. I'm a put Chuck at one
Woo.
as the goat of sports personalities
Okay.
because you can put him in anything. Everywhere else is dry, but you can almost put. He could probably do football and golf. You could you imagine Chuck calling golf? How great golf would sound with Charles Barkley calling golf.
I mean, listen, I'm a Chuck guy, so I think TNT. I thought it was going to be a travesty if TNT, um, NBA on TNT was not going to be going on anymore. I thought that was a travesty to the sport of NBA. I thought they could have waited a little bit until possibly they can transition Barkley out of there, which I think they've been trying to do with Draymond Green. Obviously, Draymond is still playing, so he can't put his full time in that. I think he's going to be that next guy to kind of
Yeah,
replace that. I think he brings that same type of energy. His podcast kind of shows he's freely, he speaks freely, he doesn't hold his tongue. And I think the training he'll be able to kind of really kind of marry well with the TNT cast once Charles retires. But now that Chuck is back, we back, baby. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah.
back.
Well,
TNT, I
here's
think, is the best sports show of all
mhm,
time. That's
for
just
sure.
me. I think TNT is the best sports show of all time.
I agree with that. I agree
You
with
know,
that
even
sentiment.
like everybody tunes in just to whether they know basketball or not basketball. People
Yeah,
tune
it's
in just
pure
to
entertainment with those
just
sports.
to see them talk and have fun
Yeah.
and joke on each other, and it's a bunch of stuff
And
going
here's the funny thing about all that too. Um, they don't know if Shaq and Kenny are coming back. It's like
on.
little. I mean, I doubt it. I know Ernie's already said he's coming back, but there hasn't been quote unquote responses from Kenny and Shaq's team to say that that they're coming back. Like yes or no. And Shaq be everywhere. Shaq be doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure they're coming back.
Yeah, I do. I
I'm
I
sure.
agree.
The
Yeah,
the NBA game right now is in a place where they need these guys right now. I think, you have the greats that are leaving out, like LeBron James only got a year or two left, so you just need this transition to help the whole for NBA wise. Like if I'm the commissioner, I'm hitting the guys up like, hey, we need you. Like we
yeah.
can't move forward without, especially in this time because we don't have that person right this yet that's going to carry us to the next generation. So if I'm on the phone with all these guys, you know what I mean? Uh-oh,
Yeah.
something's happening. Dave Roberts is yelling at the I missed it.
Mm. You got money on the game?
I do not. I'm
Mm.
waiting for football season, baby.
Yeah. Another great segue. Um,
I've been on point with my segues, huh?
yeah, you have been, man. You've been throwing up the oops
Yeah.
all day. So with that being said, we have our gambling show coming back full force with football and college. So make sure if you guys are into gambling and gambling week in and week out, or you just want to hear somebody give some takes and some good bets, make sure again you hit the subscribe, hit the follow, hit the like, hit the retweet wherever you're at. Hop on the damn money train with us. We do this for free. There's no extra like gotcha. Get my VIP picks, pay for that. This is all free, baby. Check the video receipts. I cannot stress that enough. Check the video receipts. We got the records up, we got the funds up, and we got the picks and the plays up.
Mhm.
So
Can't
no,
wait, baby. We around the corner.
yeah, it's going to get real fun. We'll keep the gambling show at night going on with the different topics and things that kind of happen, and then make sure you look out for our recorded gambling shows talking about gambling. First show coming up will be our division best bets and parlays for the AFC and NFC North division. So make sure you look out for that coming up. Probably we'll drop that Thursday or Friday. So you got to hit the notification button too, so you know when we drop videos. It'll
Yeah,
be good
and
for you.
make sure because we got some good stuff. It's gonna be an exciting season. Football,
Oh
college
yeah,
football.
huge
Obviously,
season.
college football got the playoffs coming up this year. The NFL season, a lot of drama, a lot of big games that are coming up, man. And we're gonna really be looking and studying hard for you guys, handicapping a lot of these games. And since we're gonna put the work in, all we ask for you guys to do is just hit the like and subscribe. That's all.
Cost you nothing,
Not many people giving out free plays. We've been doing it for years. Um,
right?
yeah,
Years.
years,
Yeah, this ain't months. It ain't
years,
weeks. Ain't a year. Years.
years. Yep,
We're doing it for
yep,
years.
yep.
I mean, winning for years, man. That's crazy. I forgot about that. Damn. Putting in time, putting in effort, and it's showing 650 MFing people live at 11:50 at night. You don't got nothing else better to do. You don't got nothing else better to do, and I love it. I love it. So for everybody who is watching, thank you for jumping on the live stream. Can't wait to see you guys next week. Next week, for myself, Moss Money. That's Be Humble. This is Gambling Nights. We will see you guys in a little bit, actually, right? Tomorrow. We
Tomorrow.
got picks to drop. See you on Monday for Bird's Eye View, and we'll be right back here next week. Have a good night, everybody.